Let's talk about depression.
There's an extra bit of faith in my amazing grace. Never take my kindness for weakness. I'm phenomenal at offense and immaculate at defense. All I need is a reason. Rails applying pressure. I'm surprised that y'all still breathing. I'm changing with the seasons.
It's a very touchy topic. A lot of people are secretly dealing with depression, but they don't know how to fight depression. I've actually dealt with depression for a lot of years, and it's quite something, man. Also, like, I've had experiences where I've literally broke down crying and I had to text a suicide hotline because I was just so like out of it, bro. For you guys that listen to my music before, if you heard the song True Meaning, I'll link that song in the description, but that was another example of me dealing with depression and just like dark thoughts. And it's a very touchy topic because a lot of people go through it, but not a lot of people talk about it. And I feel like since I have somewhat of a platform, that I'm going to talk about it, and hopefully I can help anyone that's going through depression, or fighting mental health issues. I can tell you firsthand because it's something I dealt with personally. Depression is like, it comes in different forms, in my opinion, depending on like how your life is. I think mainly depression comes from it's a lot of stuff that's mental, like a lot of mental things with depression. For example, with me, how I felt in the kitchen that one day. I didn't have enough money to go get food. I didn't have money to eat. So then since I thought about me not having money to eat, I started thinking about my credit card being maxed out. Then I started thinking about my student loans. Then I started thinking about, man, like I want to move out, but I only have money to eat. And it was just like a train of thoughts that just kept hitting me. And eventually I reached a super low point, which I started breaking down crying. And I literally was like, man, if I wasn't here anymore, I wouldn't have to deal with these problems. Even if you're not here, you're still going to be affecting those around you. You got family that love you. You got friends that love you. I love you. So if you're ever feeling like that, just think about the things that you feel good about, whether you like drawing, whether you like listening to music, going on walks. You have to find something that you enjoy doing. Now, all those things are not going to be accessible every single day, every time of the day. Obviously, there's going to be times if it's super dark out where you're not going to be able to go hiking, but hey, you can go for a walk. You got to figure out what are those things that you love to enjoy. What are those things that you like to do? One of the things that helped me a lot, like which I really haven't been having negative thoughts, I haven't dealt with my depression and since I started, was just reading again. Something as simple as reading. When you read, you exercise your mind and you exercise your brain, and it gets your thoughts in like a totally different, you're not just wandering off thinking about all the bad things, you're so locked into the story. And that's one of the things that has helped me out so much, was just reading. It depends on the type of book you read as well. Like I read a self-help book that helped me deal with it. He just talked about different aspects of life, and it just resonated with me because the things that I dealt with personally, mental health and depression. I would say this book right here, by Vex King. I'll put the link to this book in the description. This book right here really helped me out. This is the first book I read in 2020. And me reading that book really, like, it resonated with me because I used to read a lot and I stopped reading. But once I read that book, it just talked about having purpose and just how your life is meaningful, and it just made so much sense to me. And ever since I read that book, I've been super positive. I've been super happy, probably the best I've ever been in my entire life. Then I also read this book, The Greatest You by Trent Shelton. In this book, he talked about things that he'd been through, and things resonated with me as well in that book. So you just gotta find what really helps you just feel happy and joyful. Now, I personally think without reading, walking, all those are great. All those are really great. I think the number one thing that a lot of us should do, including me, which I'm going to be doing very soon, is getting therapy. Now, therapy is often looked down upon in the Black community, and probably just in the world in general, for other races as well. I know for sure in the Black community, people look down upon therapy. They're like, oh, like, you're crazy. They think you're crazy. They think that, you got things going, like, things are wrong with you. That's not the case, man. You're getting help and you definitely need it. So don't think that getting therapy is a bad thing. Getting therapy is a good thing because you want to better your life. You want to be a better version of you. So don't listen to all the people that said that, oh, you're crazy if you get therapy. No, it's not true at all. And I'm here to vouch for you that getting therapy is good. And I'm personally I'm telling you guys this, but I'm gonna lead by example by getting therapy soon. You'll have a trip next week. So once I get back, I'm gonna try to talk to different therapists and find the right one for me, and that's what I'm gonna do. Sometimes when you're dealing with depression, there's certain things that you wanna hear that you don't hear. If you're working hard, you want to hear that people are proud of you. You want to see, you want to be recognized. You want people to see that you're working hard and that you're doing the right things. I'm gonna tell you this right now, I'm proud of you. I'm proud of everything you're doing. You're strong, you're beautiful, you're amazing. Think about all the things that you've been through in life, whether it was a sickness, whether it was a broken bone, whether it was a tough job that you was at. Think about all those things. And think about where you're at now. You survived. You're better. You know, you're in a better place. You know, yeah, that sickness felt like it was the worst thing in the world at the time, right? And then once the sickness surpassed, look at you now. You're not sick anymore. It takes time for a lot of these things. It's not gonna happen overnight. But while you're here, you can read books, you can color, you can draw, listen to music, go on walks. Do all these things to help you until you get the help that you need. Make therapy a priority so you can get that help. I'm super proud of you for even clicking on this video. If you're going through something, hey, I'm here. You guys can message me. You're gonna do great. Your life is meaningful. You have a purpose. You may not understand the things that you're going through right now. You may not understand why, you know, you don't have money. You may not understand why this happened to your loved one. You know, why your relationship failed. You may not understand why, you know, a family member passed away. You may not understand right now. But one day, just one day, it may make sense to you. All these things that I'm talking about, I've been through. I've been through terrible relationships that had me depressed. I've lost my aunt, had me depressed. I've dealt with money issues that had me depressed. I understand you. And sometimes when you're depressed, you feel like nobody understands you. You feel like nobody in the world can relate to you. I understand. You're gonna achieve great things in life. But what I need you to do is I want you to stay positive. I want you to get help that you need. I want you to love yourself. I want you to look in the mirror and just think about the things that you've been through and think about how you overcame all those things. Tell yourself that you're proud of how far you came. The picture on the canvas is not finished yet. You're just getting started. Your story has a potential of helping people. You got this, man. Don't give up. Never give up. It's only gonna make you stronger. Tough times don't last. Tough people do. I understand. Don't forget, I love you.
Friday nights at the run and shoot. All the boys I played with left the game just to run and shoot. Treat my life just like pirates, all I want's to loot. I just want my parents living comfortable. Everything you want, they say it's up to you.